Welcome to my lovely IHP community and the 5D Collective. To those who do look forward to the infinite higher human consciousness potential experience, I get to be the 5D mystic in the Enlightenment Soul Age group who informs you it's all about you, first of all, becoming a functional inner child adult. If you do not know how to navigate your nervous system, as we've discussed today, well, our 3D, 4D brothers and sisters are definitely having a good time in their lack of adaptability, and that is me being sarcastic. So, with that being said, if you don't believe in the love frequency and you consistently being able to be on a high, please go somewhere else. I work with people and share with people how, again, the infinite higher human consciousness potential experiences. And being consistently happy isn't only the emotion of happy, it's actively the intelligence that we will have, those of us who are academics and seekers. And also, I am of spirit, so that's why I'm woo-woo pseudoscience. I do learn from the sciences. They don't disprove God, so people of faith know that all religions can come together under the umbrella of spirituality, because those of us who do know the ways to God are many, right? That's where I'm a co-author. Luckily for me, I get the honor to be with another 8 amazing spiritual authors on a journey to share with people that the ways to God are many. And it's a mosaic of different spiritual backgrounds, religious backgrounds, and none of us lost our own background. In fact, my interview talks about my Christian Catholic upbringing and how I have a good relationship. And the dinosaurs who think that things need to stagnate are the same people we don't pay attention to. Who's we? Again, those who are living the infinite higher human consciousness potential experience, because intelligence runs through every single one of our integrated brains. That's because an integrated brain has a default mode network. Mine is downregulated, and that's because my left and my right work together, my words and my feelings, and that's because I have mindset skills. Thank you, Dr. Daniel Siegel, for acronyms. Yes, and I have also the mindfulness as a practitioner practices in the forefront. And I also have what I created at the very beginning of IHP, Inner Growth Mindset. Those courses, no, it's a 1 course with 3 levels, and there's main modules on the website. And then when we have our enough masterclass signups, we'll have a masterclass to accompany that. In the meantime, there's one-to-one mentorship, and if you do become a paid subscriber, when we get to the magic number, we'll have video exercises. But again, it's for people who are happy to feel, and they're happy to think, and they're happy to know that it is easier to live than to die. And that anybody who tells you death is easy, the stars are easy, you want to leave it alone. You're not their therapist, but do know that's a pseudo-live person. Because if their body is weighing them down, that's the dorsal vagal. There's a very specific way the eyes will tell us about what your nervous system is doing. Your soul is like my soul. The body is different than my body. No, it's the same. You have the same 3 modalities, and I will know how I get to always be anchored in ventral energy. You will not, because you will not have bothered to get out of modulated, not you per se. But when I do see roller coaster buddy people, I know what they're doing, and they're not power couples, to say the least. So whether it is happiness or unhappiness, pain or pleasure, agony or ecstasy, essentially it happens from within you. Yes, and people who ignore agony and ignore pain and ignore unhappiness are the cowards that don't go heal their own trauma with someone like Patrick Tahan. So they don't know how to be their self, because telling them to be their self will, and telling them to love their self, no, it's confusing and shaming, let down, because they're going to keep dating beneath themselves. And Terry Real also is great out there helping couples. So Patrick Tahan for the childhood trauma stuff, and Terry Real for becoming functional adults. And then this is why words from Sadhguru, thank you Sadhguru about the, sentences here, but if you don't own your story by becoming your grown-up version, the higher self, you won't get integrated. And that's why people who own words don't do much with them, because half a brain doesn't know how to sit in the darkness of awareness in a way of being self-aware, accountable, regulating, staying in the prefrontal cortex, which is the only way you're going to actually metabolize the charge. And when someone is doing the exact thing the therapist said, which is avoiding healing, and they're saying, but you're trying to tell me to patch it. Like, what, a Band-Aid? Sounds like the fancy lady in her suit who says it's dangerous to have no emotions. The modern day therapist, they're trying to imprison you. Or that they're basically playing little soft hands with you. So what people don't know is when they're doing that, we, the smart human beings, know, what was it, Janina Fisher? They don't want to meet their, they don't have the desire to reparent. No, the 16-year-old is not wanting to meet the 3-year-old or the 1-year-old because it's that scary, and they're actively spiting their own household. But in the meantime, they want to tell us that humanity is broken and so that Earth is going to eat us up alive. So again, that's not actually what's going to happen. Everything that happens in the material world is essentially a certain kind of wave. If you are a good sailor, every wave is a possibility. Those of us who are adaptable, flexible, yes, we have curiosity, and we know the power of community, which is why we don't actually have any dust devils here. Nobody's stagnating. We move out of stagnation because, again, you get rid of that which is fake you, and you have your authentic you. And the ones who want to stay in spiritual narcolepsy, well, again, the 5D ascension energies are all about love. So if they don't take care of metabolizing that which is charged with curiosity, that's why compassion is important, and neutrality, they will be fine. I mean, I'm right now choosing to omit what I already know because, again, I don't need to. But in the meantime, for the infinite higher human conscious potential experiencing people, stick around as we keep chit-chatting a little bit. And we will chit-chat about how, yes, stress is not a consequence of a particular situation. It is a consequence of your inability to manage your own system. There is good stress and bad stress, and you being able to navigate your ventral vagal state will mean that you know good stress, which is different than the bad stress. So pain has mostly no gain because, as a lovely therapist shared with us, Rick Hansen, PhD, the pain will actually wear down your immune system, disrupt the gastrointestinal system, impact your nervous system, and lead to depression. Yes, and I've seen people who think we have to stay modulated because they think that's how you're going to get things done. Again, we'll be back with the power of community. So tune on in later. Have a good one.